What's up, traders? Welcome to live streaming from Forex Trading Wizard Academy. This is Forex Wizard, a trading coach. I'll be doing a live trading session and live analysis, live discussion about trading psychology, live trading, fundamental, technical aspect of trading. So today is, as you know, that NFP last day of trading, very volatile. There is quite a few high impact news coming on CAD as well as dollar, and we'll be looking at all of them. And as you can see, dollar definitely is impacting the gold, and I see a very nice direction on gold. As you have seen yesterday, there was a breakdown, and the trade that we have opened in our NY live, the last trade, the first 22, the second one was in fact an incredible trade. So let's see how can we find a trading opportunity in this situation. Now, before I begin this session, give a big thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel, as every day and every week there's a lot of content being released that will be helpful to you to grow as a trader. So let's begin first of all with I'll be looking at gold, and then we'll jump on to the other instruments such as dollar CAD trade that also we have open is running in good profit. Now, first of all, looking at gold, I will be looking at the daily time frame. Now, from the daily perspective, what do you see? That this is the daily candle. Yesterday has closed on gold, which is, you know, from this resistance line had a massive rejection to the downside, closed as a long wick candle. Now, if we look at this market overall picture on gold, what do you see? That from the bigger picture perspective, this is very important price action, and from the daily especially, we see that the market is forming another bearish structure. Now, I will be looking at first of all a little bit of weekly as well, because this is where the higher time frame, always keep in mind, higher time frame will give you a clear direction in the market, removing all the noise from the lower time frame. Now, if we look at the weekly price action, we see that gold this week has crossed this weekly high, created an overextended market, tested the weekly 20 EMA, and we have seen immediate rejection from that resistance line. Now, with this rejection, what we saw, that gold grab liquidity. Now, if you have seen my previous analysis, this is what we was mentioning, that from bigger picture, from the monthly, if we look at, we see that this is a long-term downtrending market. Now, we saw that with this monthly resistance line, gold created an all-time high and formed this long bearish engulfer. Now, with this bearish engulfer, previous month there is a middleman formation, and this month so far we have seen that initial pullback to the upside, and from that zone where we saw that weekly overextended market, gold had a rejection. Now, what I think, that gold may not go up further as it grabbed liquidity it required. We might see that gold now coming back down to create a new lower low. So there is a probability now for downside on gold, as NFP today we could see some really surprising movement in the market. Now, looking at the daily, what we see, that this is the daily, and the price crossed this daily 20 EMA, and we saw that from that zone gold from the daily had a rejection. Now, yesterday we have seen another movement to the upside, retest of this level, and then again another rejection. Now, you can see gold again going up to the daily resistance, might give us another selling opportunity. Even in this live, if there is any trade coming up, definitely will be jumping on the trade. Now, if we look at the 4 hour, what we see, that this is the long wick candle that you have seen during the news. There was a massive drop. Now, at this point, what I will be waiting for, as you can see, the market is going up for a pullback, which is good for us to find an entry opportunity. I will be looking at now on the very lower time frame, on the 15 minutes or 5 minutes. We see that this is the local bullish structure consolidation now going up. At this point, I will not be a buyer, because you can see very easily there is a very strong rejection, and with this movement, I consider this one as a pullback. So looking at from Fibonacci perspective, we can see from high to the low, the price is now heading to 38.2%, already crossed that. I think that we might see up to 61.8%, which is the golden ratio. And from that level, what I think that gold might be rejecting. So this is where I will be waiting for an entry opportunity, and let me know how you are doing on this instrument, guys, as there is NFP coming today. Let me know your setup as well. Derek, CHFJPY, thank you very much. Derek, UDCAD, copyright, gold, thank you very much. Hi coach, dollar Swiss franc. Okay, so let me see. I'll just see that how it is doing. Okay, so what do we see that here on okay, so I go to dollar Swiss franc. What's your analysis? Yeah, I will be looking at that dollar Swiss franc as well. Thank you for that. Gold, yep, CAT CHF, Chinthia. Good morning, coach. Good morning. Thank you, Joke. Good morning, coach. Thanks for gold analysis. Thank you, Joke. Good morning, Mohammed Jadet. Good morning, Zara. Let's look at gold. Yep, this is what we are looking at. We'll be looking at again. Good morning. Thank you. Good morning, coach from Namibia. Thank you very much for joining. Giadu. Good morning, smart trade gold. Can you say about yesterday's trade? Yeah, we'll be discussing more on that. Yeah, this is a very, very good approach. You know, here, as I mentioned, guys, everything here is only for learning and educational purpose. So make sure that you focus on learning. Now the trade doesn't work, we need to look at that to see why it is not working out. And also the trade that worked out, also we need to look at that as well. Let's look at, we'll jump back to gold again. Let's first look at the dollar CAD trade. Now dollar CAD is flying to the upside. How many of you dollar CAD trade? Let me know. Let's look at that trade also. This is a big profit target on this one. I am up on this trade around 60 pip up. So I have posted an analysis update on the trade on free Telegram channel. Now dollar CAD. So let's go back to the trade that we have opened yesterday in this live. You have seen that a trade on the live that was open. Now let me tell you why did I open this trade. It's up now more than 60 pip, and our target on this trade is almost this is our 200 pip target on this trade. It's a swing trade. So dollar CAD, as NFP coming, dollar CAD getting very, very volatile. Okay, so what we have seen, why did I open this trade? Let's look at that. Keep in mind, knowledge is transferable. So the way I'm thinking, if you pay attention, you also can copy the same. I did the same when I started trading. I didn't know anything. I learned from someone who knows, and then I repeated that system, and then I modified for myself. This is the way that one can grow any kind of business. No one can learn from the beginning. So the first thing that is to copy someone, and then repeat that. Once you learn that, then you can use your own creativity to improve it. This is how every business is created. So if I tell you dollar CAD here, what did I look at? The first thing that I told you, that there are three important secrets that I look at when I look at the market, is market structure, liquidity, and price action. So market structure on dollar CAD is freshly developed bullish market structure. This market has a momentum, as you know, that it's just from this downtrend, from this area, this market changes its downtrend to an uptrend. Now with this movement, we saw the market consolidated here and then has broken to the upside, and with that breakout, we saw multiple times the price grab liquidity here. Now if I turn on our TF indicator, we see that there is a buy alert, and this is the fuel of my trade. Now this is one of my favorite trading tool that I use to find trading opportunity. Now once this candle was forming, before it closed, I think 30 minutes earlier, that we called for the trade, is because what I have seen that this candle has crossed back to back 8 hours, 8 sessions, like 8 hours, 2 sessions. Price crossed that, you can see on the low side, and then almost not 12 hours sessions low, and that has a liquidity. Now if you are not sure about the liquidity, let me know in the chat, we'll discuss more. Now from that point on, after triggering the huge liquidity, dollar CAD had a bounce. That's a very high probability trade, guys. To be profitable, you don't need a lot of things, you don't need bunch of indicator, just to the point, understand how the market moves, how the big boys trading in the market, banks, hedge funds, and then trade with them. Very simple, guys. Now and then you can see afterwards we saw that the market has made a 60 pip move, and now you see that this is the tool that I use to find out, to simplify my setup. You can access that if you are our lifetime member from your student dashboard. If you are not, then I'll recommend you to join us. There is an opportunity today, guys, for you. NFP, there is an additional $100 discount coupon. You can see at this top of the screen. Join us to be part of this trading community. Once you are our lifetime member, you will be able to see all the trades that I am posting and all the content that I am using, and everything that I gain in this long experience is recorded on the website. All the strategies, you will be able to access them, and if you are our lifetime member, you will be there forever. So I'll recommend you to join us. Link in the description, and also there is a link at the top of this chat, website address. Also I can show you which website you can go, www.forextradingwizard.com. This is our website. Let me bring you here for you. So once you visit the website forextradingwizard.com, click join now button or click here to join, and once you do that, you will be able to access everything for the rest of your life. So I'll recommend you to take action to progress and to grow as a trader. And let me know in the live chat how you are doing with the dollar CAD trade. Will it retest 19? Yeah, I think so. It's gonna go up for little bit on gold to retest, and then once it will take off, we will jump on a trade again. Most traders can't reach, but this is not that case with you. Yeah, golden pips, that's a very good compliment, thank you for that. Yeah, there is a reason behind it. Einstein said that if you cannot explain something to a 5-year-old kid, then you don't understand. And because of that, most trader can't teach, is because first they need to know. In trading is like that, anyone can explain what happened in the past, but very few can say what's gonna happen in the future. And you can see that this is what you guys empowered me. I really appreciate that, all the support also you guys giving in this channel, and without your support, I'm nothing here. So thank you for that. And I love trading and being with the like-minded people. That's why I spend a lot of time and I get a lot of energy to do that, because this is my passion. And I hope that you guys also enjoying getting motivated. Stick to the channel, make sure you give a big thumbs up, and also subscribe and join the free Telegram channel to stay connected as well. What about jumping into sell dollar Swiss franc seasonality? Yeah, we'll be looking at that. We'll be looking at that dollar CAD. Yeah, only trade gold on New York and London session overlap. What are your thoughts on that? Yeah, I will be looking at that gold as well. Thank you. NASDAQ 100. Yep. Deepak, thank you very much. Hi coach, thank you. Favor CAT CHF. Yeah, I'll be looking at that. Morning coach. where you think gold is for sell? Yeah, I think that gold is down, but it's going up, means it's going up for a pullback. I will be looking for selling opportunity once I will find an opportunity. Gold watching from Philippines, thank you very much. Have a nice day. Thank you. Good morning. Dollar Swiss franc. I'm joining today, Coach Kennedy. That's awesome. You're always welcome, Kennedy. I saw that you are following us for a long time. I'm sure that you'll enjoy here. Any question, don't hesitate to ask the live chat agent. She's always there to help you. Thank you. Good morning, Coach. Regarding the $100 discount for the lifetime membership, please, couldn't find the whole amount. I was able to find $80. Thank you very much. Okay, so let's go back to our analysis. Going back to gold again, looking at gold again, you can see that gold, guys, it's going up for a pullback, which is very needed for a healthy trending market. Now again, going back to the daily on gold, from the daily perspective, we saw that gold, you can see, has crossed this daily 20 EMA, and then the liquidity dropped. Now this drop, if you look at my past analysis, this is what we mentioned. Now why did I discuss that gold is going up to break down? Is because there's only one reason, is the trend. Okay, the trend is always your friend as long as you are trading. Okay, they said that trend is your friend until it bends in the end. I say that you can keep friendship forever, because if you are trading with the trend, then you'll never be losing trader for the rest of your life. There are two things: trading with the trend, holding the trade for bigger profit target. Now as you can see, dollar CAD trade, how much profit target I have taken. This is what I'm trying to explain to you, being an example with you, so that you guys can copy that. And also I learned from you, many of you, sometimes I see that very smart. That's very good that for those who are trading with Forex Trading Wizard Academy, sometimes predict very accurately. That's a very good positive approach. I see that you guys are improving. It takes a little bit of time in trading to be consistently profitable trader, but when you in the right place, you scale up. Okay, this is how trading works. You just move faster. Everything can be scaled up as long as you are in the right track and putting in the right effort in the right time. So looking at gold again, going back to that from the daily, you can see previous day there is a long wick candle. Okay, and this is an imbalance here in the market. Understanding imbalance also very important, guys. The imbalance is where you see that there is a lot of say any kind of transaction happen in the market, buying has to be balanced by a seller. This is an imbalance in the market. When you see only the seller in that zone, there is no buying happen. Now if you look at this here, this daily candle, what do you see? Massive drop, right? Selling happen. What about the next day? Another long wick candle, right? So both of these day, this zone is there is a selling happen. Now how do you understand that imbalance? Because there has been selling for back-to-back 2 days, we can expect now the price to go ahead and buyers to balance that zone. So there is a probability for unusual move to the upside, and then we'll look for selling. But my bias now wholeheartedly, gold is down. Very high probability that long-term picture gold could be down. As NFP today, there could be massive movement in this instrument. Now from 4 hour, this is a zone that I will look at. I think that we could see along this 20 EMA from 4 hour perspective, we could see that gold might have a rejection again. So 1 hour also important. We see that, so below this green candle, there are two zones that we look at. We can look at for potential rejection, this one and that one. So any of them, as soon as I see that entry, I will be looking to enter the trade in this instrument. And also if it is in this live session, definitely will be jumping on a trade. And before we progress further, guys, if you're looking for a regulated broker, then you can use the EVA Trade. They are recommended broker from us, and also they are regulated by SIC and FCA. Trading with regulated broker is very, very important, because this, your capital should be in a safe hand, so that the trade that you make, the profit that you can withdraw or deposit very easily. So there is a link in the description for EVA Trade, and also I have given in the live chat. Click the link, register for free, then start trading with a regulated broker. For those who already registered, I will recommend you to start trading with them. They are no commission broker, so yeah, you will be always in a safe hand. Thank you. And let's look at the chat. At CHF favor, yeah, absolutely. Elkus Nancy, good morning. Good morning, coach, watching from Botswana. Thank you very much for joining. What's your view on NFP today? Very good question. We'll be discussing that. NFP is a very, very important topic today. NFP, in fact, every NFP we had some great trades and big movement, so we'll be discussing on that. Good morning, coach. Why you never do US 500 analysis, as this most liquid, and look at it, internal relation to NASDAQ? Yeah, absolutely, we do. US 500, mostly we see that US30, NASDAQ, they normally move almost in the same direction. Because of that, too many indices, if we analyze, might get confused, but we'll be looking at that whenever needed. No problem at all. So thank you, Terry. Good morning. Okay, so looking at that, let me see. Here's dollar CAD. Let's go back to dollar CAD again to see what do you see that on dollar CAD. Let me know also, are you running the dollar CAD trade? How many of you running dollar Swiss franc? Okay. Yeah, you can trade. Trading gold only is okay. See, if anyone trading day trading, I'll tell you. Let's say if you have a day trading, you have time for day trading. Okay, day trading is very, very popular. Okay, and you can assign 4 hours time each day, or at least 3 hours time. You have a day trading, like you are passionate about day trading, then I would say that, let's say personally, as a trading coach, I need to handle a lot of things, right? I have to handle hundreds of students every day. But if I am given an option, for example, if I am told that, okay, you will be only day trading. There was a time when I did that, only day trading, because I didn't created that academy. It's later created when I became very successful as a trader. So if I'm given the option to day trade only, I'll pick gold. The reason is, if you look at gold on the 5 minutes, all instrument you can do, but you can do euro dollar, dollar yen, Gbpusd. But if I'm given only one option to trade, only one, the reason I'll pick gold is because every day, let's say trading on 5 minutes, if I'm trading on 5 minutes, every day there is a lot of trade. At least let's say if I trade 5 to 1 reward to risk on gold, every day I will have at least 3 trades. Okay, so if I have at least 3 trades each day, then if one worked out very well, 5 to 1 means daily, 3%, 4%, 5% gain is possible on gold. Or other instrument also you'll have the same trade, but the best thing with the gold is that the spread is very low but very volatile. Volatility is needed. This is the best thing in Forex. If you do the stock trading, especially day trading, for long-term holding or long-term investment is fine, but for day trading I don't see stock is convenient at all. Doesn't move, sitting in so a pair if doesn't move, that looks very boring, right? You open a position and the price is just going 2 pip up, 2 pip down and moving in the same circle. That doesn't look good, isn't it? So this is where we see that gold very good. We are very successful in gold scalping. For those who are Forex Trading Wizard Academy member, you know how successful we are in gold scalping. Incredible. If you are missing out that opportunity, also you can check out today. There is a lot to take from here, and yeah, there's a reason behind it. We are successful in gold so much is because there was a time when I had a big loss on gold. For those who have heard before, that in a single day I had a $90,000 account that has gone down, and I had nothing to do. It was a big loss, and then from there I became obsessed to learn how the gold worked, and that has given the big edge. And I know that probably you are also in the same boat, but what I would recommend is that you can learn from your own mistake, or you can learn from the mistakes of others. You don't need to reinvent the wheel already invented. You can use that, or you can reinvent that. It's up to you. But if you want to progress further, I would recommend that to join us, to be part of the trading community. If you open your door, then everything will be there. So let's look at from that perspective. Gold is, as I mentioned, it's a very volatile instrument. How many of you trade gold as well as currency pair? I trade all of them. You have seen our $CAD trade yesterday open in this live session, which in fact moving incredibly to the direction. So I trade all of them, gold as well as currencies, indices, rarely crypto, but all of them. So keeping a broader what I can say that broader, what's the next word will be, broader horizon is better, because if you keep a bigger space, it's become easy. Sometimes gold is in a sideway, then I have opportunity to invest that time in other instrument such as $yen or Gbpusd. Normally the price does like this. You see that, let's say when you see $yen is in a sideway, or JPY appears in a sideway, you'll see the dollar pairs trending. Again, you see the dollar pairs are trending, JPY pairs in a sideway. So that's why to have a bigger something that you can look at is always better. Okay, so let me know on this one. Hello coach, $CAD in 5 minutes. Thank you very much. Also CAD CHF favor, I'll be looking next. Also I'm holding $CAD. Very good. Yeah, holding is very important. How many ticks on gold is evaluation? You mean euro dollar? Yep. Okay, so NFP sale going on, guys. Make sure that you take that opportunity. Abby, good morning. Copy before the news release. The big move is started. Is the big boys is getting the result before releasing the side? I would say that it won't be justified to say that big boys are getting the result before releasing. I would say that they have higher information access that we don't have as a retail trader, but we can read it from our price section, price section pattern, that how it works. Okay guys, in the meantime, make sure you join the free Telegram channel. Once you are in the free Telegram channel, all the information will be in your fingertips. I'm giving you a link in the live chat for free Telegram channel. Also, there is a link in the description area. Join the free Telegram channel so that any trade that we are running from the live, also I post update, all the information will be there for you anytime. So make sure you join that. And let's move on to the next pair, CAD CHF. CAD pairs looks like that CAD getting a little bit of weaker with the weakness. Let me see. CAD CHF. Okay, so CAD CHF, if we look at the daily, there is a strong drop on CAD pairs, especially the CAD CHF. And we see that if we look at the weekly from bigger picture, CAD CHF, I think that this market might again drop, CAD might coming down again. If we look at the monthly, we can see that it's a longer term downtrending market. Okay, a bigger picture downtrend, CAD CHF or CAD pairs. Now with this back-to-back 2 months of pullback in this long-term downtrend, CAD CHF now had a drop. Now if we look at the monthly, what do you see? That from the monthly perspective, this is a bigger. So if you look at this monthly price action on CAD CHF from the weekly, we saw that the market has formed this consolidation here on the weekly above this 20 EMA, and then we saw that CAD CHF slowly dropping towards the downside. Now it's a long-term downtrend, and it is after this pullback it's started to drop. I think that CAD CHF may continue to drop further. Now from the daily, there has been a drop, and the only thing that we need to keep in mind is that from the daily you can see there is a structure here. Okay, and because it's a breakdown, it's already have dropped well below. It may not have that much energy now to go up and test this here because it's so far. What I think that CAD CHF might drop slowly again, might drop again, and then we could see in the future going up to retest this level. So from 4-hour perspective, what we see that CAD CHF is, if we look at this one here, I think that along this zone we could, any kind of liquidity grab from the top will give us selling opportunity on CAD CHF. It has already made a move. We need a pullback and then liquidity grab. I think it will, then we could see another wave of drop on CAD CHF. Okay, so CAD CHF, CAD pairs, especially CAD JPY, also we see the downtrend after this long consolidation. It's coming down for a deeper pullback, and this is the daily price action on CAD JPY. And on the weekly, I think that because it's a very aggressive move to the upside, has gone to the resistance line, we could see now deeper drop on this one, okay, because it needs proper pullback. If you look at this weekly movement on Gbpusd, you can see that from starting of this move to the end of the move, even 38.2% Fibonacci will give this market bigger move to the downside. So Gbpusd also is in a downtrend now, and I think that they might come down further at CAD getting weaker. And let's look at dollar yen. We see that yen pair, dollar yen also getting downside with this. So if we look at weekly on dollar yen, we see that after this weekly long week candle, after back-to-back 3 weeks of uprise, dollar yen now coming down for a deeper pullback. If we look at the monthly here, from the monthly, this is the monthly middleman here, okay, with this monthly middleman. The previous month also is a bullish market here, and I think that if you look at the daily here, we can see that after consolidation in that area from the daily on dollar yen, consolidation in that area, I think that in that zone we could see that dollar yen may come at least to this daily 20 EMA. Okay, very highly likely that the price might come back down to the daily 20 EMA. So from the 4 hour, we can see that the price here, you can see there was a strong liquidity grab, form this long wick doji, cross the 20 EMA, and form a downtrending market structure. We saw long consolidation. I think that dollar yen changed its trend for locally, at least for short term. We could see that dollar yen from the monthly perspective coming down to this monthly resistance and support here. From the weekly, the same way. From the daily, we can see that the same way. So we could see potentially downside on dollar yen, okay, for local, for short term. It might come down to this level or even come back down to this level, and then we might see the dollar yen again moving to the upside. Okay guys, going back to gold to see. Okay, so gold, there is a 4 hour candle close. So let's see how it does. Now from the 4 hour perspective on gold, this candle close, I think that slowly we might see a retest of this 20 EMA. If we look at, and from the daily also, the price now crossing this threshold, the daily resistance line. From the monthly, okay, so there is a very high probability for gold to move up to this level where there is a 4 hour 20 EMA, and if we look at this, okay, so from the 1 hour, yeah, so you can see that this is a sharp drop on gold, and for me this move is a pullback. Now it is important that as a trader we understand what is a impulse, what is a pullback. Understanding this will give you a big advantage when you are trading. See, the market always will make the bigger move in the direction of the impulse. Now if you look at this gold, which way in fact is the impulse, you can see this is the impulse here, okay, and then consolidation. So how do you know in fact which one is a impulse and which one is a pullback? Can you let me know in the live chat? I want to see guys how you are taking that. Good. Hello coach, thanks for your impactful education. Thank you Peter. You are also always welcome, and also you guys also helping each other. I saw that in our VIP chat group also everyone help each other. Very good to see that helping each other is the only way to get satisfaction, and also you are helping the channel all the time. That's good, thank you for that. Big boys that they analyze and investigate the red statement. Thank you Favor, that's a good point. Say in which side we will go to the news result fast. Say the best news result is almost coming in the all side in the same way, but I use the Forex Factory for those who are completely beginner about the trading. Maybe it will be helpful to you. Let me explain that. So this is the Forex Factory. It's a free website. If you go to this forexfactory.com and then click the calendar, and then you'll see now in the beginning, once you open this site, you may not see like that, okay, you may not see like that, and you might see a lot of, so in that case you can just filter it out, uncheck all those green yellow gray boxes, keep the red one, and then apply filter. Then you also the timing, you might see the timing is different from your time zone, so you need to synchronize the timing. And then once you see that everything is aligned, keeping the high impact. You can keep all those, but I find it very annoying because these news are coming in every hour, doesn't have much impact. It might get me confused, so instead I just keep the high impact, which is basically our concern to look at, and you'll see what time the news is being released and what is the forecast, what is the actual. So it's very important to see the forecast, actual, and the previous data. Now how this news will impact, you can click here. Let's say for example CPI before the news. If you click here, then you'll find all the information here that how the news will have an impact. For example, what site you will see that our latest release, and the major what's the major like in this news. For example, in CPI, change in price of goods and services purchased by the consumer. So this is the measuring scale of this news. Usual effect. So what is the effect of this news? Actual greater than forecast is good for currency. So if the actual data release, because there is always a forecast and the actual, this is the main game here, is the forecast and the actual. When there is a forecast, there is an expectation, and let's say 3 months ago the forecast is made. Why? Because before the data release, everything is operate based on the forecast, and once the actual is less than forecast, or then it's bad for currency, because so far everything was operated based on forecast. Now actual is less than forecast. That could have a little bit of negative impact on the currency and frequency. That after some of them every month, some of them every week, depending on a next release, all of them. And why traders care, there is a short note here, it will be helpful. So you also know why trader cares. It's a very important question. Consumer price accounts for majority of the overall inflation. Okay, inflation is a big player in currency. All right, inflation is important to currency, as you can see. Currency valuation, because rising price lead the central bank to raise interest rate out of respect for their inflation containment mandate. Okay, so when, let's say, when the consumer confidence, okay, or CPI is going up or down based on the data, central bank decide about the, like, when it is a measure of an inflation, okay? And then the central bank decide to, you know, raise the rate or drop it based on this data. So this is how the traders interpret the what will happen come from the central bank. Let's say back to back 2-quarter CPI is down, okay? That could have a concern for the central bank about the inflation, and that could impact the overall you know, interest rate decision. So one impact the other. So this is how you can, you know, review, educate, and learn and grow as a trader. So hope that it was helpful to you. Any question, don't hesitate to ask me anytime. I'm always here. So let's look at now on gold. All right, so see how it is doing. Now looking at again on gold. Now as I mentioned, after this 4-hour candle close, we see that gold again dropping, again pushing high. There's a 4-hour 20 EMA, and also if you look at the daily, it's a very important, there's an imbalance here. We might see that move coming up on the 4-hour as well. There is a high probability now for locally bullish move. If you look at this 15 minutes, you can see that the market is gathering liquidity from the support. That means that there is a probability for further movement to the upside locally, okay? So locally we could see that bull move, and I think that at some point we'll see the market is again coming back, okay? So this is where we could see that gold is heading in this zone. We might find that gold is reversing back again. So yeah, I'll keep, you know, keep watching. Let's see any trade coming along the way, we will be looking to open. All right guys, in the meantime, let's look at the dollar CAD as well. It's a very good trade now. Dollar CAD moving in the direction. After it breaks to the upside, we might be able to secure some more profit. It's a risk-free trade now, dollar CAD, okay? Our stop loss is here now below this candle, and we closed around 50 pip, and we will have more if it bounces to the upside. All right guys, I hope that you guys enjoying. Thank you very much. So gold, yep, thank you very much. In the meantime, if you're looking for a regulated broker, our recommended broker is EverTrade. There's a link in the description for EverTrade, and also I'm giving a link in the live chat for EverTrade. So EverTrade regulated broker, you can click the link and then register for free. Start trading with a regulated broker. It will be helpful to you. Always trading with a regulated broker, your capital in a safe hand. Swiss franc, thank you very much. Can you check dollar yen, please? Yeah, absolutely. Tape from South Africa. Thank you, Tape. The momentum, yeah, the length of the impulse move will indicate. Yeah, thank you very much. Thanks, coach. Big help in my gold trading. Thank you, Noel. You're always welcome. Is there any book on trading that we can suggest? There are quite a few books, but you know, for learning strategies, we have a free book as well. You can see on our website, free book that I have written long ago. You can check that out, and there are many other books available. Some of the books written by Jesse Livermore as well, or about him. I also read some of them. But you know, I suggest more on using visual, what I can say, that visual learning, because if you read book, for example, it's sometimes helpful to gathering information. So, but more of, you know, looking at video format is more convenient for me for trading, especially because it's a pattern and live. You see that live means like how the live market is evolving, which from the book. Sometimes it might be difficult for you to gather, to extract that information, but you can look at, let me give you some name that I had read. I think one is Renaissance of I think I choose. So some of them, see, yeah, so the name was Reminiscence of Stock Operator. It's a very good book that I have read before, and how to trade in stock. So that time there was no forex, so they said is about the stock, but same thing. Okay, there is no difference between, because trading is all about same, because in the time of JC Livermore there was no forex, there is only stock. But it's a very good book that you'll see how they used to trade. JC Livermore was, for those who don't know, he's a legendary trader. They used to trade in what I can say that in a small house. There was no, there's no online trading, there's no online platform, and they used to write on a board. But the wisdom, the knowledge has come from is enormous. Okay, some of his quote will open your eyes. For example, some of JC Livermore's quote, that if I tell that buy the market which is fully bullish, sell the market which is fully bearish. Very important concept. See, these are the some of the knowledge, some of the quote will give you a big knowledge, understanding about the market. See, this concept, after I understanding this, that buy the market which is fully bullish, sell the market which is fully bearish, it dramatically changed my trading. Because I always used to look for top for selling, bottom for buying, and this is a very common in retail trader. They look for they look for top for buy selling, look for bottom for buying. But once I understood his concept, that then I started to look for the market which is fully bearish, then I look for selling, understanding, looking for fully bullish, then I look for buying. Now, what is a fully bullish or fully bearish market? You see the dollar CAD that we bought, it's a fully bullish market. How do you know? See, when a market established in a trend, you will see that the market will create a clean series of higher high and higher low, which is a fully bullish market structure. Now, not only that, if you look at the trend, then you will see the tail, the bottom of that trend, there has to be a smart money area, because this trend, you see that trend is established by smart money. Okay, so how does this work? These are insider information that you will not find anywhere, so make sure you keep eye. You see that when smart money bought, in this trending market. Smart money cannot trade like us as a retail trader. They need to do in a specific way. The reason is, let's say if we buy here, it will not make any difference in the market. It will not make any difference in the pricing. But a smart money cannot place suddenly a buy or sell, because when they place, it's a big volume, and that volume changes the pricing. So let's say they put $1 million, $1 billion of order in the market, and once they place that order, the prices fly like a skyrocket. And as soon as they place the order, the price goes up or down, and they cannot find the price that they are looking for, you see. So because of that reason, they need to do, it's called the block by block. For example, smart money bought here, they need to, for example, they need to invest, as an example, 100 million. Okay, now they cannot place that 100 million here, right? This is an order block, came out, let's say $50 million. Okay, now once they place that order, the price has gone up. Now once the price has gone up, there's a profit taking. This pullback means profit taking. The market drops back to certain level, and then they buy again here. Okay, let's say they buy again $10 million as an example. The figure could be very different, 10 million, and once they buy, the price has gone up again, and then there's a profit taking. If the price goes up, it's increase in profit, they'll take the profit taking, and the price will come back here, previous swing high, just turning support, and they buy again, right? Now smart money does what they do, they wait for liquidity. When the price cross this swing low against the trend, as a retail trader make mistake that they think that okay, trend reverse, but the smart money trade with the trend when the swing low is broken, when the trend is violated, but the trend is still on, and the market in an overextended area, they buy again. So that's how the smart money trade, which is very different from retail trading. See, this is why, you know, they knows the legends, they know why the market. So, and that's why it is important to look at how this happen, you know. And there are some other quotes. For example, there's a very important quote, is that a trader's greatest enemy himself. That's a very important question. If you look at your trading account, you'll see that actually in my case also same. There's a lot of trade, you know, when I didn't have the experience, I did the same mistake, that, you know, opening a position early or closing a trade early, not letting the trade to expand or to evolve to highest potential. And these are very important knowledge, wisdom, you know, so you can learn that. There are some, so for example, another quote is that market will open tomorrow. So it's very important, you know, sometimes we become very, it's another word to understand the patience. So I say this to myself still these days, the market will open tomorrow. So Forex is 24 hours, but if you consider stock, that time they said that way. It's another way of saying that be patient. Okay, be patient with your trading. If you don't find a trade, then don't force the market. You will find a trade very soon. So this is what he tries to tell, that when there is no trade, then be patient, wait for the market to show its hand so that you can jump on a trade. So there are many other things that we can discuss over time. Okay, make sure you give a big thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss out this content. Okay, so looking at, let me see. Okay, see dollar yen downside. See Gbpusd. So you see, I'm just looking at all of them, guys, all the pairs, so to see how the market is evolving. So AUD and ZD, we might see that it's going up for a pullback, AUD and ZD, but it might give us another opportunity to enter again. So looking at okay, so US oil gathered much liquidity. I think that US oil preparing for break to the upside. If we look at the weekly and looking at the monthly and weekly, we see that there is a potential bullish move on US oil. And if we look at the daily as well, we see that potential bullish price action on US oil. And I think that US oil, highly likely we could see that this market, we saw multiple times liquidity grab from this support level. There is a break, see this liquidity grab, prices come down again, has broken that liquidity zone, and it in fact formed this inverted head and shoulder. I think after a little pullback we can expect US oil to break towards the upside. Okay, so we'll be looking at that. Let me see US30 and NASDAQ. Before that, we see that US30, if we look at monthly on US30, we can see that from the monthly perspective, after this previous monthly bullish candle from this resistance line, we saw that from the monthly US30, after opening here, initially has dropped, and I think that the market may continue to drop. Now from the weekly, we can see that after previous weekly bullish candle, from that level had a rejection. I think that because this is a long-term bullish market, and you can see the market is moving in this channel, and it might move in that channel for longer term on US30. And if you look at the daily, we can see that from the daily perspective, the market is respecting this level. So this is a smart money area that we are talking about, previous resistance and support. I think that the price, this is what we discussed before on US30, the price might drop back to this level. Now it has come to a level where any kind of drop will give us buying opportunity. Now US30, okay, this is a swing low here, and I think that we might see downside, and breaking this low will give us opportunity for potential buying. So I think that you can see it's consolidating here. We might see that consolidation, and then anytime we'll see the market gathering liquidity from the support, we'll look for buying on US30. Okay, now one thing we need to keep in mind is that it formed a double top here which failed to create a new higher high. It might need to create a lower low. So this is a very common thing you'll see in an uptrend. When the price failed to create a higher high, you see the market normally drops back, breaking all this low to create a new higher high. So it's a long-term bull market. I'll really be waiting for a buying opportunity now. As soon as I will find that opportunity on US30, I'll look for bullish opportunity. Alright guys, I hope that you guys enjoying. Give a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Every days, every weekend we do post a lot of content that will helpful to you in your trading journey. Okay, let me see the chat. Thank you Gold, thank you very much. I like your live stream a lot. I tried many times to take mentorship, but I couldn't make. Nor you can contact our live chat on the website. She'll be able to give you alternative option how you can join Forex Trading Wizard Academy. Thank you very much. Can we enter $CAD trade now? I think $CAD already made a move. If we find another entry, I will be definitely entering. It's in consolidation. If I see $CAD has grabbed liquidity, we will be entering again. Yeah, I will be also sending the same trade if I am not on live, so you can join us to be part of the VIP group where I share all my trades, including all the analysis and everything. US30, so which is the best currency to trade? Very good question. You know, best currency, I would say that it depends on you, what kind of trader you are. Let's say if you are scalping, that I would say that USD and gold, all USD pairs plus gold is best currency. If you are day trading, then you can trade any instrument, or if you are a swing trading, I think that you can trade any instrument. It depends on your trading style, timing, very important. But choosing a low spread pairs is always a good idea, that is volatile. But normally, you know, if you are trading, you know, I would say that you can avoid exotic pairs. There's sometime, you know, some people trade, but it's sometimes very, you know, there's a lot of swap in it. So I normally try to avoid exotic pairs, very exotic pairs. Otherwise I trade most of them. Checking for fully bullish or bearish market should check in. Checking fully bullish or bearish market should check in what time frame? Very good, Akin. So for fully bullish or fully bearish, you can check on the time frame that you are trading. Okay, it's very important. You can look at multi-time frame for support and resistance where it might have a bounce, but for fully bullish or fully bearish, mainly I use the current time frame. For example, I'm trading on 5 minutes. Now if I look at the monthly bullish or monthly bearish, will not work, right? Similarly, fully bullish or fully bearish, I look at the, you know, time frame that I'm trading. Thank you. What time is NFP? So NFP in my zone, which is in my area, is okay, calendar. So tonight 10:30 p.m. in my zone, which is a couple of hours later, which is 4:45 p.m. in my zone. So you can look at what's in your area. So yeah, we see that potentially okay guys, so it was really enjoyable live session with you guys, and NFP coming up. Stay active guys. We should have some very good trade in the upcoming session, in this London session, as well as during the NFP. After NFP, I'm sticking to the channel, sticking to the trading, and I want to see you in the next live also guys, to rock up the NFP. And thank you for being here. I want to see you again. Thank you. And also make sure you check out all the links in the description area. It will help you to grow as a trader. Stay well, stay happy, and also manage your risk when you are trading.